Hello there, my name is Anna Lundberg. I'm the founder of One Step Outside, author of Leaving the Corporate 9 to 5 and host of the Reimagining Success podcast. This week we're talking all things procrastination. Now, I'm sure you've been there as I have. You've committed to starting that diet and yet then chowing down on the salted caramel brownie in my case, and saying you'll start the diet tomorrow. Or you'll say, yes, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna get fit again and strong, and then you end up just lounging on the sofa watching Netflix the rest of the week. The same thing happens when we commit to a big career or lifestyle change, such as trying to quit your job, escape the 9 to 5 and set up your own business. It's a massive undertaking. We think we want it, we commit, and then nothing happens. So procrastination, I think, is a label that hides all manner of sins, and it can take different forms. It might be that you say, okay, I'm going to do it when I get that promotion, salary increase, when my children are older, etc., etc. Or maybe you say, again, like the diet and exercise example, yes, I'm going to do it, and then nothing happens. It might even be that you are taking lots of action, but it's kind of random action in different directions, and it's not really making any difference. You're not making any progress in one clear direction. So what is going on? Of course, there's something hiding beneath the surface, this so-called acceptable excuse almost of procrastination. Oh, I'm procrastinating, we sort of say it lightheartedly, is actually stopping us from getting what we want, which is sad. And of course, there's something else going on beneath the surface. So, for example, it might be that we don't know what we want, and therefore we don't know what action to take. Or we do know what we want, but we're afraid of it. We talked about the different fears, the fear of failure, the fear of the grass not actually being greener, the fear of having to work really hard, for example, and so on. So if we're afraid, we might not even be taking action. We might be sabotaging almost on purpose, even if it's subconsciously. Or maybe we don't even know how to get started. We know what we want, we're committed, but actually how on earth do I even begin to undertake such a massive transformation? Now, of course, depending on which scenario you're in, which situation perhaps sounds familiar to you, there's a different solution. So if you discover that actually I don't know what I want, then of course the natural next step is to spend some time really reflecting on what's important to you, what are your reasons for wanting to leave the 9 to 5, and what are you sort of escaping towards. So really taking that time to get the clarity on what you want. If you admit to yourself that you know what, and that's perfectly fine because we all have these fears, I am afraid of this change, I just don't know if this is going to work, I'm worried about money, what will people think, and so on and so on, then you can spend some time really looking at the worst case scenario, addressing those fears head on, and then potentially getting support that you need to overcome those fears. Likewise, if you don't know how to get started, then of course working with a coach like myself, joining a program, getting that kind of step-by-step process can really help you to know how to move forward, and that will address that situation. So again, depending on what's really going on, if you can dig a little bit deeper under the surface, what is going on when you say, oh, I'm procrastinating, there will be a different answer, different solution for you. Now, if you do want to take action, if you are ready to commit, not just commit in verbally, in like verbal terms, but really to commit to do this once and for all, actually to make a difference, forget about all these months, weeks, years, whatever it is, of you sort of lying to yourself effectively, saying you will do something but not actually doing something, which can be pretty soul destroying. It's really wearing you down in my own experience. Then you're in luck, because I am launching one of my popular 5-day challenges. It's a 5-day workshop over in the Facebook group. There'll be more information next week, but if you're already interested, if you're really committed now to, again, overcoming procrastination, taking action, then I'm going to help you in the Corporate Escape Plan workshop to plan out your steps, get really committed, and above all, start taking action. So send me a private message if you're interested, or you can already sign up at onestepoutside.com/escape, onestepoutside.com/escape. And as I said, there'll be more information next week, so fear not. But hopefully that'll help you to start taking action, and I look forward to seeing you in that workshop in a few weeks' time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.